Hey Broncos country, what's up? Welcome back to another video here on the channel where we breathe the orange and blue of our Denver Broncos. Today we're diving headfirst into some hot news that's got everyone talking. Sean Payton, our head coach, dropped a bomb saying the team can't just pick up where we left off. We need to start from scratch for the 2025 season. What does that mean for our future? Is this the reset we've been waiting for, or a risky move? Grab your popcorn because today's talk is gonna be, let's go. So folks, this news came straight from denversports.com and it's shaking up the fan base. Sean Payton, who arrived in 2023 with the mission to pull the Broncos out of the slump and led us to the playoffs in 2024 for the first time in 9 years, is now saying we can't just continue on like before. He wants a total reset in how the team approaches the 2025 season. But wait, what do you mean start from zero after a year we finished 10-7, with a monster defense and an offense that, well, at least showed signs of life with Bo Nix running the show? Here's some context. Last season, we finally made it back to the playoffs, but got knocked out by the Buffalo Bills in the wild card round, 31-7. That was a cold shower, right? The defense, which was flying all year, let Josh Allen have his way, and the offense, well, let's just say our running backs and tight ends combined for only 53 yards of scrimmage in that game. According to ESPN, that was the worst playoff offensive performance since 2007. So Payton's looking at that and thinking, no way, Broncos country. We need a fresh start if we want to compete with the AFC's big dogs like the Chiefs, Ravens, and Bengals. So Broncos fans, what do you think? Is Payton right to want to wipe the slate clean? Or is he overreacting after what was, let's be honest, a huge step forward? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. Let's break down what Payton means by starting from scratch. First off, he's not saying he's going to toss everything out. The guy's an offensive genius with a Super Bowl ring from his Saints days in 2009, and he knows we have solid pieces. But what he's signaling is that the bar has to be raised. Like, we can't settle for 10-7 and a playoff appearance. The goal is to fight for the Lombardi Trophy, and to get there, the team's mindset needs to change. At the press conference, he said we can't pick up where we left off because the gap between us and the AFC elite is still big. And he's totally right. Look, in 2024, we faced the best QBs in the conference. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and we managed just one win against teams with winning records using their starters. That's a red flag. Payton sees that to reach a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, we need more consistency, more explosiveness on offense, and maybe an even more aggressive defense. And hey, this isn't just coach talk. He's putting pressure on the players to adopt a champion's mindset. Remember that line he dropped after the Panthers game when people criticized him for trying to run up the score with bold plays in the fourth quarter? He said, play better, period. That's the Sean Payton we know, a guy who accepts nothing less than excellence. But what do you think? Will this reset work? Or is it too risky to mess with something that's starting to click? Let me know what you think. Now let's talk about what this start from zero actually means for the team. First, the offense. Bo Nix, our rookie QB in 2024, was a huge surprise. The guy led all NFL rookies in touchdown passes and showed he has the DNA to be the franchise quarterback we've been dreaming of since Peyton Manning. He threw 58 TDs and pushed the Broncos offense into the top 10 in points per game, averaging 25. But Payton wants more. He's talking about giving Nix even more weapons and stability in the playbook. For example, the arrival of Pat Bryant, our third-round wide receiver pick, is a genius move. The guy's a physical beast, 6'2", 203 LBS, and he specializes in contested catches. Payton said he was brought in to add more strength to those middle-of-the-field throws, which is exactly where Nix thrived in 2024. And there's more. Troy Franklin, now in his second year, changed his jersey to number 11 and looks ready to be our speed guy, complementing Courtland Sutton, our WR1, who's still rock solid. In the run game, Payton is betting big on Audric Estime and rookie RJ Harvey. Estime, a fifth-rounder from the 2024 draft, had only 76 carries last season, but Payton already said he's going to get a lot more touches in 2025. Harvey, our second-round pick, is already drawing comparisons to legends like Alvin Kamara and Darren Sproles for how he combines explosiveness and versatility. If these two click, the Broncos offense might finally break out of mediocrity. We finished 2024 ranked 16th in rushing yards, which is pretty meh for a team aiming to be elite. On defense, it's a different story. We've got, without a doubt, one of the best secondaries in the NFL, led by Pat Surtain II, who's simply the best cornerback in the league, according to Broncos Wire. The addition of Jody Barron, our 2025 first-round pick, just adds more firepower. Payton's trying to build a defense that not only shuts down top QBs, but also creates turnovers. We finished 2024 top 5 in interceptions, with 21. But here's the question, Broncos fans. Do you think Payton's reset can turn the offense into something as dominant as our defense? Or are we still light years away from truly challenging the Chiefs? Drop your takes in the comments. Speaking of changes, the Broncos front office has been working hard to give Payton what he needs. George Payton, our GM, is getting praise for having the highest player retention rate in the NFL going into 2025, according to Over the Cap. That means we're bringing back most of the guys who made a difference in 2024, plus some surgical additions. On offense, besides Pat Bryant and R.J. Harvey, we also added tight end Caden Prieskorn. He came in as an undrafted free agent, but is already turning heads at minicamp. He replaced Cole Fotheringham, who was waived due to injury. On defense, former 49er Talanoa Hufanga is bringing new energy to our secondary, and Quinton Newsome, who spent 2024 on the practice squad, might finally get his shot to shine at corner. Payton's also keeping the coaching staff intact, which is a huge win. Bo Nix will have the same play caller for the first time since high school, and Davis Webb, our QB's coach, has been promoted to passing game coordinator. That kind of stability is something we haven't seen since the Manning era. And hey, the front office is still watching the free agent market. There are even rumors that ex-Chargers RB J.K. Dobbins is visiting the team. Could he be the missing piece to boost the ground game? So tell me, Broncos country, what position do you think we need to upgrade most? A top-tier tight end? More depth on the O-line, or maybe a pass rusher to help Jonah Ellis wreak havoc? Sound off below. The fan base, as always, is split. On social media, some are loving Payton's mindset. One fan on X said, "Payton's right, 10-7 isn't enough. I want a team that fights for the Super Bowl." But others are more skeptical. Another posted, "Starting from scratch, really? After finally making the playoffs? Payton, don't break what's working." And honestly, both sides make good points. In 2024, we had jaw-dropping moments, like that 33-10 blowout of the Saints when Payton returned to New Orleans and silenced everyone. But we also had painful losses, like the playoff L to the Bills and the 2 beatdowns from Justin Herbert. Fans missed the Super Bowl 50 days, and Payton knows it. He's trying to build a winning culture again, just like he did in New Orleans, turning the Saints from a laughingstock into champions. So what about you? Are you still riding with Sean Payton, or has your patience run out? Is he the guy to lead us back to the top, or is it time to look elsewhere? Drop your thoughts. I want to hear them. Man, what a wild conversation, huh? Sean Payton's being real. To reach the top, the Broncos need a reset, a fresh mentality, and a team that doesn't settle for almost. 2025 is right around the corner, and I've got a feeling this could be the year we start scaring the AFC Giants. But what about you? Are you hyped? Do you think Bo Nix is going to blow up? Will the defense stay dominant? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't joined our virtual Broncos country yet, and share this video with anyone who bleeds orange and blue. In the comments, tell me, what are your expectations for the 2025 season? And what did you think of Payton's comments? Let's build this discussion together. Until next time, Broncos country, let's ride.